Welcome to the quintessential Monster Hunter Wilds tier list. We will be ranking all of the monsters in the game, all of the big main monsters in the game, from best to worst. Now, this isn't just based on the difficulty or how hard or easy they are or anything like that. It's just based on how cool they are, how unique they are, how fun they are to fight. As always, the difficulty can weigh into these factors as well. But it's just based on how legendary they are and how much I liked them personally. Okay? We just finished Monster Hunter Wilds for the first time, first full playthrough. We did a review. As promised, we are now going to rate all of these monsters, best to worst. Okay? We've got the list up, S to F. I think we're going to have a pretty good variety here. Here they all are. Feel free to participate in the chat as we go. Join the Discord to participate more. And if there's not any listed here, tell us in the chat so we can talk about it. I think these are all of them though. Okay? Starting out with the monster, the myth, the legend, you guys. The one and only Chatak. They got one listed that isn't in the game, but it's going to be added later. Okay, just let me know as we go. So what we've got here is the Chatak. Chatak, the first monster of the game. Technically, the first one you fight, right? Man, there's not a lot to say about him. This is like the great Gypceros of Monster Hunter Wilds, right? It's like, there's not that much going on. It's cooler than the Gypceros. Well, the Gypceros at least swallowed things. That was pretty cool. This guy's got the tongue. You think he's better than Great Gypceros? This guy's got the big tongue. That's his main thing. His body's kind of built like a pug dog when he like stretches his legs out. He's just this big, lumbering, walking around on all fours right at the beginning of the game. He's kind of like the intro tutorial fight monster a bit. He drags his arms across the ground to cover them in rocks. I don't even think I noticed that. He dies pretty quick, at least at the start of the game, if you know what you're doing a little bit. The tongue, he's whipping around. I don't know. It's like, you could say it's better than Gypceros, but I don't know if it's like amazing. Let's go back and look. This will be our first one, so let's think about this. We know it's not S. I don't think it's going to be A. It's a good introductory monster, right? If we're comparing it to, like, again, the Gypceros or whatever, it's good. I'm gonna go... I don't know. I think he does his job as a tutorial little monster. It's not like a big deal. I'm gonna go B. If he was not supposed to be like a beginning tutorial one, then I might go down to C or lower. But, like, I don't know. I'm between B and C. And you can feel free to get your ratings in the chat, but I'm between B and C. Some of these might move around as we go along. I think I'm going to leave him at B for now because he's cool enough to begin with and to learn the game and the basics. He's got the rock thing on the arms, you said, which is cool. I just didn't even notice, to be honest. That's what we're going to do. Now, who do we got here? Oh, this is I know this one. This is Gravios, right? This is Gravios. Now, this was later in the game. This is, and also in the chat, if you remember them being in other titles, let me know, because I'm not going to remember. I haven't played all the other games, He's a Gen 1 monster, classic big wall monster, okay? I like this guy. I think this is a cool design. And I'll tell you what I liked about this guy that caught me off guard. I know they've had other monsters kind of do similar stuff. But he's just like this armored truck of a monster, right? And his face looks epic. But this is the one where he'll do like fire and like other fumes and stuff out from beneath him. Like it like comes out from beneath his belly and like it's like an area of effect. I thought that was cool. His beams are very intense. Very cool. This is cooler than the one we just did. Which makes me feel like Chatacabra's got to come to C. In fact, I think I know he does. So I do like this one. This one is cool, man. This one had cool armor too. Just fully plated up. I think I'm going to go... This guy's going to go B, and Chatacabra's coming down to C. Chatacabra's coming down to C, at least for now. No, this thing does the fire beams. Yeah, that were very intense. That's why he's up at the B. So he's going B. Gravios goes B. And now we've got the, am I right? Gypceros? I'm remembering more than I thought I would, just by these little art depictions. I think this is Gypceros. I'm going to go wait for Trey to get ahead of us here. But this is the one... no, not Gypceros. No, this is not Gypceros. This is Yian Kut-Ku. Yian Kut-Ku. Yes. Yes. Similar shape to the Gypceros, but we're not there yet. Man, which one is this again? Let me look this up. The Gypceros? He didn't really stick with me, I guess. He's kind of like the... He looks like the... Oh! He looks like the Yian Kut-Ku. This isn't the one with the flashbang, right? Gypceros is the one with the flashbang. What the hell are the characteristics of this guy again? So this guy's been in the other games, as you said. He's the first one that you ever fought in the first gen game. I mean, he kind of looks like the Jurassic Park one, you know, the one that like opens up and like spits the stuff out. But man, I don't know, dude. There wasn't... Oh, this guy's shooting fire. I remember fighting him now. He's shooting the little fireballs. He's agile and hopping around. Yes, okay, there's not much to this guy. I'm sorry, and I know you got love for him, especially in the chat right now, because he's been around for a while. But I think you're going to notice a trend here in this list. That some of the ones that have been around for a while, I don't like them as much, like, because they don't have as many moves. It feels like they didn't like add moves to them, so they kind of feel basic, and that's how I feel about this guy. I don't think, I mean, he looks cool. I like his beak, and he's shooting fire out, but like, I don't love this guy. I really don't. And he's got a sub-variant in World that I never did. Okay. I don't know, man. This guy's kind of low for me, to be honest. There's just not a lot going on, dude. Like, I kind of want to put him at the C with the Chatakabra. He could even come down to D or Chatakabra. I don't know. As we get more in the higher ups, I'm thinking some of these might come down. He's low C. There wasn't that much to him. There just really wasn't that much going on, you know? Now, which one? What's the name of this? This is that long desert-looking serpent one. Which one is this again, dude? The Balahara, right? The Balahara. Yeah. I like this one. It kind of reminds me of the Gypceros or the other, like, catfishy, swimmy ones in World and Iceborne. I like this one. I think it looks cool. I like how it worms through the sand and it goes down into the big sand pits. And I don't know. I thought this one was pretty cool, man. And I also like how it would wrap around the environment, like, and spiral up those things, and it would crumble them to pieces. And I thought this one was cool. I like the way it looks. It's like a grapoid. Like I'm watching Tremors, dude. And I like the face of it. This is a cool one. This is one of the ones that even in like the demo... or before the demo, like the trailers stuck out to me. And I like the intro of the game. When you're running by and there's a bunch of them. There's like 7 to 10 of them just like swimming with you. I like this one. This is one of the cooler ones so far that we've gotten to in the list. Yeah, this is a cool one. So the Balahara is going to be higher. Balahara, I'm going to go A, guys. I just like it. The Balahara seems like a more basic, kind of simple... lower level monster in Wilds, but it's a cooler one. It's a cooler one. He's either B or an A. I can't decide. I'm gonna go highest B for now. He's up there with Gravios. I don't know if he's quite A. As things shift around, we'll decide. But right now he's going in the highest B. Okay? The Balahara. Now, everybody knows this one. How could you ever forget the Bologna? Okay, the Bologna is very interesting, actually. I wish he had more going on. So, I love the way... This is a weird one because I love the way this one looks. This is the one that gave me... Yeah, I'll try to say it right. The Blangonga. Blangonga. But Bologna is what I'm going to go with. I love the way it looks. Especially... And this is another one that was in previous games, and then maybe that's why... They didn't elaborate on the moveset very much, which is going to be a similar complaint that I have about the Bologna here. But he didn't do much. But I was saying, this is a weird one because I love the design. Big old snowy ape thing, man. It reminded me of Sekiro with the monkeys in the snowy forest area. Dude, I loved it. He's huge too, man. I love when you first find him. But I'm not going to lie that when I fought him, it kind of was a letdown compared to my reaction when I found him. It's a 2nd gen? Okay. I feel like when I first found him, I was like, oh, dang. Oh, dang. But then when I was fighting him, all it seemed like is he had that backwards kick thing. He had the pick up the rock and throw it at you thing, I think. And then he had the go underground and then slam out of the ground. There just wasn't that much going on. There really wasn't. So I think he's cool. I think the design is cool. It also just looked so great in the environment that he was in. But the fight itself, I don't think was that great. Yeah, there's just not much going on. Listen, Bologna's going to go down to C. Ice breath. Okay, he had some ice breath. Yeah, he's going to go down to C. Yeah, he's C. He's going to be highest rank C. If I was ranking him, big sub, you guys, shout out, watch out. If I was ranking him on just the looks, he'd be up in the B or the A. But because the fight just was kind of basic, he's a C. Okay? Guardian Rathalos. Man, you know what I remembered about this guy? So, Guardian Rathalos. I was happy to see Rathalos come back. I was. It was tight. And it's always epic when you run into one of these things, man. But the tail. Oh my god, dude. Am I thinking of the Rathian or the Rathalos? I think I'm thinking of the right one. The Rathalos is the one that will just get you with the poison tail, right? Oh my god, dude. So he's doing the same thing, and that was like the main move that would get me. I don't know, some of the diehard people might notice that they added or changed any of the moves to any big degree. It kind of just felt like the Rathalos from World to me, but now in this game with kind of like a different variant of it, or, you know, visuals or whatever. But it was cool. It was awesome. It was obviously awesome. I mean, Rathalos is one of the cool ones from World, so it's obviously cool to have it in this game. It's not like I have any complaints. It was tight. But we have seen it before recently in World. So like, and there was a lot of them in World, I feel like. Rathian and Rathalos were one of my main memories from World and Iceborne. So I don't know, man. I feel bad putting Rathalos anywhere lower than like a B. Rathalos is the poster boy for the whole franchise, you say? Am I crazy to want to go lower? I kind of want to go C within this game, I guess. It's hard because, like, I don't want to rate the Rathalos lower because it's cool and it's always been cool. But, like, I'm also thinking within this game and within Wilds, it was obviously one of the less unique ones because we've seen it a bunch. But I don't know, man. It's still very epic to fight, and it's a fun fight. I mean, it's more fun and engaging than the Bologna or the Chatak, right? There's 2 variants of Rathalos in this game, so this is the Guardian one. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'll put them both in the same spot. I'm not going to separate them in that way, but I'm going to go B. I'm going to go lowest B. It's better than the ones in C. So, I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay with B. Now, what is this one? The Haram Babamba Salamba. I remember H. I remember H something on this one. The Hirabami. I don't know about this one, guys. I promise we're saving some of the better ones for later. I see them down the list, but I don't know about this one, guys. This is the one you come across in the icy cliffs area when you first get there. And there's even multiple of them, at least in the story mission. And you got to use the poo to separate them. You fling the poo-poo. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it looks cool enough. It's like a flying cobra-looking snake thing, centipede tail thing. I didn't find it that fun to fight. That might just be me. Is that a hot take? I didn't find it that fun to fight this thing. This is honestly probably one of my least memorable monsters in the game, and it was not very fun to fight. Is this from any of the other games, or is this new? Is this an original Nu? It was just in the air a lot. It was like hovering in the air for like 80% of the time until you could take it down or mount it. I didn't like this one very much. I wasn't a big fan of this. It wasn't very fun. It was kind of annoying, at least for my build. I was using the charged blade. Once you got it on the ground, it wasn't that bad because you could pretty reliably keep it on the ground, you know, but like, I don't know. I wasn't very inspired by this one. I don't think it felt very inspired. He's the first flying Leviathan. Like, you mean like in the whole series? Then I'm even more disappointed. I gotta go D. Sorry. I gotta give the D somewhere, right? Someone's gotta get the D. It's going out. The D's going out to Hirabami. If someone's gotta get the D, it's gonna be Hirabami. Just not a lot of redeeming factors. I don't hate it, but it's just it's less memorable for me than any of these other ones. I feel like if I didn't play Wilds right now for like a year, which that's not going to happen, I'm going to play it. But if I didn't play it for like a year and then you were asking me about these monsters, I would remember all of these other ones before the Hirabami. So this one, nuh-uh. D rank. Now the Zoh Shia. Okay. The Zoh Shia. I loved this one. Now remind me, this is the one where you eventually expose the head, right? Like the big black head comes out or whatever. I loved this one. This was an absolute spectacle. Yeah, this was a spectacle. So this was the conclusion of the low rank campaign, right? Before you switch to high rank, you beat this and then it kind of ends and switches to high rank. This thing was sick. This is the first one in the list where I'm like, yeah, this was sick. Spectacle fight, huge epic ice dragon, and then midway through you're wailing on it and like it blasts out with the head is all black and charred coming out. Dude, this was sick. This was a very memorable one, very epic fight. I like this one a lot. It's going to be higher up here. This is going to be the first A. I don't know. I kind of want to go S. Hold on. I kind of want to go S. This is one of those ones that's teetering between A and S. I haven't decided yet. It might go up to lowest S. It's either very high A or lowest S. Google Ancient Dragon Weapon Monster Hunter. Ancient Dragon Weapon Monster Hunter? What is that? He's based on that thing? Okay. I mean, that's crazy. Whatever. Regardless. Yeah, I saw equal dragon when I just looked it up. Equal dragon weapon. Either way, this thing was great. This is a great one. Very memorable. Very epic. I think a suitable conclusion for the low rank campaign. Very epic. Not too hard, but I think maybe I died to this one. I can't remember. I either carded once or not at all. None of these are really that bad. But okay. A on Zoh Shia for now. A on Zoh Shia for now. Now, if I'm not mistaken again, this here is Nerscylla, right? Am I right? Nerscylla. I'm remembering more than I thought. The game left an impact. Games for an impact. Monster Hunter Wilds 2025. Nerscylla. I don't know. This might be another lower one. This one was okay, dude. The creepy thing about this one is it kept trying to paralyze you or get you in the web or, stun you. And then those big things would come out, those like long pincers, and it would go and it would close on you and hit you with some big damage, big poison damage. I also like the introduction to this one when you find, what's the guy's name? Rove, the little creature thing woven up in the web, and you save him. This had a cool introduction and cutscene, but I will say it was shortly after you fought the La Ballerina thing, La Ballerina, whatever. We'll get to that one, and that one is cooler. They're both kind of like spider-like monsters, and the La Ballerina one, whatever, is better. It's just better, in my opinion. This one is creepy when those things come out, but that's kind of it. That's kind of it. The armor's cool looking. You are right. A lot of these have cool looking armors. This is a 4th gen monster. Okay. I don't know. This one's okay. It's okay. It's kind of middle of the range to me. I was creeped out by the giant things that come out, and then it just becomes like, you know, kind of a nuisance, but at least it's creepy, because then every time you get paralyzed, you're like, no, please, please, please. And it like takes a while to like, you know, retract these things. So the buildup is like intense and it's creepy. I do like that, but other than that, I kind of forgot that this one existed until we were doing this list again. I think this one goes in the C. It's mid-range. I'm going to put it above this. I don't even know if it's above those. It's somewhere between Chatak, Cabra, Bologna. It's somewhere in there. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So now we've got the... Well, just... This is the normal Rathalos, just not the Guardian one, right? Is that what this is? Yeah. Just the normal Rathalos, which... You think it's cooler than the Guardian one? I don't know. It's just like a variant. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this one. It's kind of the same monster, just a different variant. I'm going to put them side by side, like I've done in the Monster Hunter World tier list and the Iceborne tier list. I didn't separate the variants. I kind of just put them together, and we talked about the mechanics. So check those out too. Those videos are great, guys. I'm going to put them there. B. Well, yeah. Dude, you're right. If you want to split hairs, Rathalos is not a variant. This is the variant. I'm just saying, I'm not going to split different styles. I'm just going to do the base monsters and then put them next to each other. Odogaron, I forgot my homie was in the game. Odogaron is like the monster that I fought the most in World. It was because I needed the armor, I think, was the main thing I wanted, so I just kept grinding it. Odogaron was one of my least liked in World. Even though I fought it the most. This is the Guardian Ebony or Odogaron. Okay. You know, I just still don't like it. I still don't like it very much. I didn't like it in World. I don't really like it very much here. What's up, Steven? I just think it's like, I don't know. I got nothing to say about it. It just jumps around on all fours and does that little gnarly bite thing. I didn't like it. I think I put it in D rank, maybe, in my other tier list. I know you like it more than me. This might be a hot take, you guys. I still just don't like Odogaron. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't. I still, like, for some reason, even remember... Like, the Odogaron is even kind of more fun to fight than some of these. Because it's at least, you know, more aggressive and engaging than, like, the Chatak Cabra or the Bologna... Maybe, but it's just not very memorable. I don't know why. It's just like a feral dog with mange. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. It's going D. I like it more than the Hirabami, whatever. I don't like it more than these. So we're going to put Odogaron in D. Okay? Odogaron goes D. Which one is it? The hell is that? What the hell is this? Oh, the Jin Dahaad, the frozen peak wyvern. This was epic as well. Now, is this the one? This is the one that would do that move, right? Where it would fly up and then it would blast everything like the whole arena with ice. This is that one, right? This one is sick. This one is sick, bro. I kind of like this more than the other big ice one we've did so far. This one was awesome. The move that it did when it would, like, build that ice wall up around it and then it would just explode out. This shit was tight, bro. Very memorable. And then you had to find the way to hide behind the little ice barricade, which it took me a minute to even figure out that that's what you had to do. Yeah. I like this one. I do like this one. I don't know if I'm going to go S. It's definitely up here with the other ice dragon one. Big old, you know, wyvern dragon, whatever. But it's up there, man. It's, I don't think we're going to go S because I think I've got a couple down here that are going to go S for sure. I think you're going to go A. I love that move he did, but that was maybe my favorite thing about it. I also liked that he would go up around the things and you could pull him down too. That was cool. Yeah, we're gonna go. We got 2 A's. We got 2 A's. Now the next is the chicken, the rooster. Quematrice? The rooster one, the KFC. Not very good. Is anybody gonna come to the defense? Will anybody come to the defense of the Quematrice, you guys? Anybody at all? I don't think this is a good one, guys. Nope. What's funny is, like, I feel like every time we do these tier lists, it sounds like I start hating on a lot of them, but that's just, it just goes to show you how good the game is. The game is so fun that even these low rank ones are so fun to fight. Or not low rank, but like low rank on my tier list are fun to fight. You like Quematrice? The armor stylish? Yeah, I don't know. This thing kind of felt like one of their classic kind of T-Rex style monsters or something, but it was just like a rooster. I did like the cutscene when it was introduced. I did like it, you know, stealing the meat from the Palicos and the whole little Three Stooges type thing where they're running away. It was good. I did like it, but you guys, I gotta go D. I gotta go D. I don't know. Once again, there's not a lot of memorable, redeeming things for me with this one. I gotta go D. Honestly, I think it's even like that. He's like middle of the D right now. Now, Rompopolo is the next one. And what's so funny is I'm just reading the chat as I'm going. What's up, Young Bree? 2121, dog. I'm just reading the chat as we're going. And it's funny because I love the Rompopolo. I fucking loved the Rompopolo. Chat said they didn't like the Rompopolo. Rompopolo is the one that would like inflate itself. It's got the big needle nose. It's like a walking mosquito, but it was in the oil basin area, so it would like stick its needle nose into the ground and like inflate itself, or stick it into the ground and then cause an explosion further away. I thought this one was so cool. This is where we're gonna get to the hot takes. If we didn't get to the hot takes yet, here they come. This shit was unique. This shit was creative. Do you remember when I was playing World, or more importantly, when we were playing or doing the tier list for World, and I kept saying, I just want more weird variety. I want weird stuff. Like enough of the dragons and T-Rexes. Like give me weird stuff, you know? Like, even the Pookie Pookie was weird. I like it. This is like that. This is one of those ones to me. It was so weird and unique, and it made me go like, what? When you saw it, I loved it. And the turf war with this thing that we saw with the Jet Can, the monkey thing squeezed it, deflated it. Insane. Insane. You could say he's too easy. He's a bit of a pushover. Sure. But maybe they're going to give us in the DLC the hardest Rompopolo you've ever seen. I even like the name Rompopolo. I do. You guys. You're going to have to stop me from putting Rompopolo in the S. You're going to have to stop me. Because here's the thing. Remember, I'm not ranking them off difficulty. So I'm not going to forget the Rompopolo. To use my example from earlier, if I let a year go by and I wipe my mind of Monster Hunter Wilds and you asked me about these monsters, one of the first ones I remembered would be Rompopolo. I don't know why. It's weird. It sticks in my mind, bro. The Rompopolo is iconic for Wilds for me, bro. It's sick. I like it, dude. I like how it fits into its environment with the gases. I just like it. I'm tempted to put it in S. It might wind up at the lowest S, but for now, it's going to be the highest A, just out of its creativity and uniqueness alone. Okay? So without further ado, or should I say, without further Rey Dau, we get to an S rank. Yes, there's no debate on this one, guys. No debate. The Rey Dau is S rank. We got to our first S rank of the game. I love this thing. I love everything about this thing, you guys. I love the design of this thing. I love the blasting laser beam out of its head. I love that it becomes a gameplay mechanic where it blasts the thing and then there's a weak spot on the head for a second. I love the arena that it's in when it finally retreats back to its glassy cove, you know? Loved it. I think this thing was such a cool idea for a monster design. It looks cool. It hits so hard. When it flies up in the sky and does that big build up and just... Love this thing. Iconic for me immediately. Instant classic. The arena, the music, the fight. I love this thing. Epic. 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 Music alone is S tier. Everything about this thing is S tier. First S tier of the list. Yes. Yep. It's just great. I have no complaints about that thing. Imagine fighting a souped up version of that too down the road. Oh my god, dude. Love this thing. There were a few times. I'm trying to remember if I did it on stream or if it was when I went back off stream and did those last few little hub missions. But I was fighting this thing and there were a few times when it flew up and did the big build up and the blast and I was able to parry block it with the charge blade right there. Oh my god, dude. There are a few things that felt cooler than that in this game. Loved this thing. S rank 100%. Okay. What's next? I love this one. I only have one complaint about this one. This is the La Balina. How do you pronounce it again? Or where is it? It's the La Balina. I always want to say ballerina, which by the way, I think was obviously intentional to this monster's design. This spider-like thing with the rose-like butt, you know, and it moves around like a ballerina. Lala Barina. Yeah. So I like that. Let me tell you what I like. Excuse me. Let me tell you what I like. I love the design of this thing. I love the flower petal looking butt. I love the way that it moves around like a ballerina. I love that the name is connected to that with Lala Barina or whatever. That's tight. Finding the arena for this boss was very cool. You're walking through the forest and then there's like, you know, big sub. Watch out. Thank you, big sub. You're walking through the forest, but then it starts to get like the red waters and the spider webs. I just liked it. I liked the build up to this one. I had a cool cutscene too to this one. Very memorable. The only complaint that I have about this one is it is very, 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 very easy. When people are talking about how Monster Hunter Wilds is too easy, and I was like, I'm not so sure about that. This is one monster where I feel like that. It's just so easy, dude. I feel like I barely even got hit by this thing. And a lot of the moves maybe just weren't doing much. It would like hop around and leave those like spores, but like I just felt like I didn't even need to care. I didn't even need to pay attention or get out the way. It was very easy to kill pretty much every time I came into it, came across it in the game. But that's the only complaint. I mean, if we had like a beefed up version of this one, maybe with some extra moves, I think it'd be even better. The spores paralyze you. Yeah, I just didn't need to worry about it. I didn't need to care. So there's a lot going for this one. And I really do think it's one of the more iconic monsters from Wilds, you know? It just like the Rompopolo. It's just very unique looking. I really like it. Very impressive. But it's just so easy, man. I'm at like highest B or lowest A. What do you guys think of that? Part of me wants to go lowest A just because it's another just super unique design, a new one they came up with, and I really admire that. But then I'm thinking about the fight itself, and it just really wasn't that cool. Or hard or challenging, I should say. I'm going to go high B. If I was ranking it only off the design and everything else, A or S. But we're also weighing in the gameplay and the fight. So it's B. It's high B. It's above all these other guys for sure. I could even maybe get it into low A, but we'll see. Okay? Guardian Doshaguma. Now, is the Doshaguma new? Or is the Doshaguma from another game? From another game in the series? Because I've got mixed feelings about the Doshaguma. It's new. You know what? As we go on in this list then, I really do give them props, dude. They've got a lot of new monsters here that are new to this game that were all really good, dude. The Lala Barina, the Rompopolo, the Doshaguma, like, that's sick, dude. Is Rey Dau new? Remind me. Because if that's new too, holy shit, man. They definitely went to work on this game, bro. Now, the Doshaguma, I know this one on screen's the Guardian one, but like I said, we're just going to do them both together. Wow, he is new. Damn. So, I like the way it looks, man. And this is one of the ones you see right away, too, in the desert, you know. I think it really does look cool roaming across the desert sand dunes, you know. And when you get to this actual fight, the Guardian one, the one where... Was this the one that, like, you encounter it in the forest, but then you end up kind of chasing it out and fighting it back in the desert? And when I fought it, man, the lightning was just popping off. It was very epic. It is a cool monster. It's a cool monster. It's like a big old buffalo style. Dude, it's crazy. I like it. I do like it. There's not too much going on in terms of the fight itself, you know, but I like it. I think it goes above. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to go middle B. I like it. And it gets extra points because it's a new one. So I'm going to go middle B. Middle B is cool. Middle B. I like this guy more, the Balahara more. I do. He's right below Balahara. Now, Nu Udra. Nu Udra is the octopus thing that you find in the oil basin, right? I thought this was so cool, guys. I gotta say, I thought this was so cool. Belongs in, are you talking about Doshaguma S tier? I don't know about that. You mean this S tier? Maybe. This was a really cool one, dude. Is this new? Is this new or another game? This was a really cool one, dude. I like the build up to this one and everything. You get to the oil basin, they're having issues, you know, like everywhere is in this game. You go and you go, man, I did love this one. I did love this one. Reshi says S too. I think it's S. I think I agree. I can even tell you why it's S. The build up was great. You hear about it, you see it take down, I'm gonna butcher the name, the monkey thing, the Ajarakan, whatever. You fight an Ajarakan, and you see how hard it is at first. Well, you know, it's at least intense. And then you get to the cutscene with this thing, and this thing just takes on 3 of those. Like it's nothing. Tentacles, throwing them all over the place. So that's great. But then the build-up when you're trying to find it, you're just going deeper and deeper and deeper down. It was so cool, bro. And then you finally get down there into the flaming, you know, molten pit area. And it's like this land octopus with all the tentacles, and it's oily black. And it's also dope that you can cut off like every tentacle, can't you? You can cut off like every tentacle. It's not just like 1 or 2. I think you can cut them all. I haven't seen it yet, but people were telling me you can cut off any of them. So what does it look like if you cut them all off, I wonder? But I really like this one. It's creepy. It's oily looking. The moves are cool. It does that thing where it like goes up and you see the underneath it like an octopus. There's the huge flame spread. I agree with you guys. I think it's S. Very memorable. Very cool. Remind me if it's new to this game or another title I haven't played. But it goes S. I'm going to put him right below the Rey Dau. Right below the Rey Dau. I still love the Rey Dau and the glass pit you fight him in. You know what? I think you guys talked about this when we were playing. I should have got a clip of this. When I went back and fought the Rey Dau, like the 2nd or 3rd time, I did notice what you said. When he laser beams the sand, it like makes glass, like lightning on sand. Like these glass pillars come up. It's so cool. So cool. So there's only 2 cephalopods, Zoh and Nu Udra. I think Nu Udra is the cooler of the 2. I love this one. Yeah, S tier. We got 2 in the S. We got a good spread here so far. Look at the spread. This is pretty good, right? I like it. I like it. Now let's keep going. Well, hold on. Wasn't there one we already did? This is the other one? That's just another Rathalos, right? No. That's a Rathian. Hold on. I thought we had one more variant thing down here. A Doshaguma. Here's Doshaguma. So I'm just putting the normal Doshaguma next to the Guardian one. So we already talked about it. And so now the next one is the Fulgur Anjanath. But like, yeah, the Guardian Fulgur. Is that the only Fulgur in the list though, I think, right? Looks like it. Yeah. Yeah, you only have the Guardian in this game. There is no other Anjanath that I saw. So this is the Guardian Fulgur Anjanath. Is it Fulgur or Fulgur? Fulgur Anjanath. The T-Rex thing from World and Iceborne. Now, I don't know. I got kind of mixed thoughts on this one, you guys. You just fight so many different ones of these in World and Iceborne. You know, you fight it a bunch in World in different kinds, and then you get to Iceborne, you've got different ones you fight again. And then now here we are in Wilds, and we're fighting it again. But I don't think it's bad still. You know, it's cool. It's cool. It's just not, I don't know. It's not, this one, it's not different enough. The armor's dope. The armor, by the way, the armor set's one of my favorite ones in the game. Easy. Loved it. But the fight and the monster, I don't know. It's just not really anything that new at this point, especially if you've done World, you know, and Iceborne. Just a T-Rex thing that's got these big Guardian explosion things. I don't know. He's trying to throw his weight around. I don't know. I'm gonna go C. I'm gonna go high C. He's relentless, and that is cool, but I'm gonna go high C. Remember, a large guiding factor for me is how memorable they are to me, and how memorable I think they will be to me. And like, of course, I'm not going to forget the Anjanath because I've fought it so many times. But just when I'm playing Wilds, these ones that stuck out as memorable or new to me, I don't know. He's just in there. He's just a C. He's cool. He's whatever. C's not bad. Okay? He's middle of the road. Or at least it's supposed to be. I know this list is a little different, but he is though, because I got him in the high C, which means he's either high C, low B. He's in the middle of the road. Now, what do we got here? Arkveld. Holy shit, you guys. Now, we got to take a moment to talk about this one. Holy shit, you guys. Arkveld, bro. Now, this is the poster child of this game, right? This is the main monster. This is the main baddie. This is the guy on the poster. It's the guy they showed off everywhere. I love it. Reshi says A, but I disagree. I love it. I think, and again, this is definitely new, right? He's only in this game, which means, again, a new design that blew me away. And yeah, this is the one I fight at the end, but then there's the other one you fight. Yeah, but I'm just lumping them together and talking about their design overall. Big sub. Blah, blah, blah. Hit the deck. I love Arkveld. I love Arkveld, you guys. He even had some big shoes to fill because he was like the main monster, you know, and all the artwork and like all that stuff. But he lives up to it. He lived up to the hype to me, and it's very basic, okay? The music was awesome, which, by the way, that is the one thing I don't think I forgot to mention in the review we did. Reminder to check out the review, but there was one thing I forgot to go into detail on, I think, in retrospect, is the music. Only time will tell if the music is going to be as good and long-lasting as World and Iceborne. You can turn those on today, and I'm just like, oh, it feels so good, man. And there is great music in this game. Even though I don't know for sure until some time goes by if it holds up to World and Iceborne in the longevity factor, right? I really like the music in this game, and there were some absolute bangers, bro. So this guy's music was dope. The design of this guy with these long chain-like appendages, love it, dude. It was so cool, man. And when I was just going at it with this guy, with the charge blade, it just felt like these two just units, just like bop, 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 and he's swinging the chains at you. I loved it. It was such an epic, momentous fight. This guy's S. He's absolutely S. He is absolutely S. Totally, bro. Part of me wants to put him above. The fight lived up, dude. The fight lived up for me. It did. The fight totally lived up for me. Just boom, 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 and he's whipping these around. Dude, it was so cool. Cool idea for a monster. Cool music. The fight was so fun and intimidating. Loved it. We've got three in the S, and they're all unique new ones. Let's keep moving. Yeah, the White Wraith. Yes. And I loved it through the story. Arkveld lived up for me. It lived up to the hype. It was dope. Now we get to the Ajarakan. Am I saying it right? Ajarakan? They gave us with a lot of monkey types this time, didn't they? They gave us a lot of monkey types. You know, we had the Bologna again. We had the Ajarakan. We had the other one we'll get to was kind of like a monkey, the one that poops and farts and shit. But I like this. I like this. I like this. I do like this. I love the design of this. I love the colors of this. I like fighting him in the oily, fiery area you come across him. It is cool. I will say there was a part of me that was like, oh, it's just like the raging... what's the other one? Oh my god, the name is escaping me. What's the name of the one from World? The crazy one? Rajang. Yeah, the Rajang. When I saw this, I was immediately like, oh, okay, it's kind of like this game's version of the Rajang a little bit. But dude, I love the design. I love the colors. He straight up went into the air and did an Azuna drop and slammed. That was badass. He had cool turf war interactions that we saw. He's cool. I don't think he's like completely so amazing that this guy's older. Oh, okay. Oh, Rei Zhang's older. Okay. Is this guy new or old then? But he was okay. Let me see. I liked him better than the Anjanath. I liked him better than... He's gonna go B. He is gonna go B. Especially because he's new. I'm gonna go B. I'm gonna even get him above the Rathalos and the Gravios. I kind of like the Doshaguma more. I don't know why. Just the design of it sticks with me. I don't know why. He's middle of the pack B. He was intimidating when I first got to him. He did put me back a little bit. Yeah. He's gonna go B. Oh, and speak of the devil, the Congalala. Congalala. Here he is. Get a good look. This is the guy that would burp and fart and again reminded me of the Pookie with the fart blast. This guy would do it non-stop though, dude. Just coming out of both ends. He was like just all over the place. It's funny. I mean, dude, it definitely caught my eye. Did you guys see the mod where they turned Gemma? They replaced the model of this guy with Gemma. Go look that up. That's all I'll say. I don't know, man. He was funny. He's funny. Oh, this is also an older one. Okay, I didn't know. He's got it in the picture. I liked how he would hold the mushroom in his tail and eat it. And then he would like build it up even more and have a huge blast. I don't know. I like it. It's funny. It was cool. I do like this one. It is a fun, goofy one, but I like the design of him holding the mushroom and stuff. He's definitely not very hard, but I'll remember him. I do like him. I'm gonna go C, but I'm even going higher C. Pay attention to the spots here, because I'm even putting him above these. He's more memorable to me than the Bologna fight, than the Nerscylla, than he is. I'll remember him. So he's not bad. Now we got the Gypceros. Now I know that this is a monster that's been around for a while now. I think it's tight, dude. Now this to me, the Gypceros succeeded Where that other one, what is it, that Kut-Ku one, failed. It looks similar to that one, where like it's a little bird beak dinosaur type thing. This is better though. This is better. This was the one that I thought was the other one when we started talking about it. Yes, I like this one. This one will poison you, but it's got the flashbang. Instant points for the flashbang. And remember, this is new to me. I didn't fight him in the other game, wherever he's from. So to me, this is new, and it was sick. The flashbang was sick. The fact that he plays dead, when you're hurting him and he lays there and you could start carving him, but then he gets up and he's playing dead like the guardian ape. Sick, dude. And the tail, how it like isn't long, but it elongates. It's almost like Black Myth's staff, Wukong's staff. Love it, dude. I think this one is sick, man. I think this one is sick. Out of the kind of easier, more basic ones, he's one of the better ones, dude. I think he even goes top of B. I think he goes top of B. He goes, I liked it. I did. Maybe right below Lala Barina. Because I like the newness of Lala Barina. Right up there at the top of B, though. He was cool, man. You get hit with a flashbang. It was sick. I loved it, dude. Yeah, I love that one. Now, what is this? Why do I not remember this thing at all? What is this? What is this thing? What'd you say? Miss Mitsuni? What the fuck is this? I don't remember this thing. Did I fight this thing? I don't think I fought this thing. Did I fight this thing? No, it's not in the game. Oh, okay. This is the one that's not in the game yet. So it will be, I guess, huh? Okay. So we're leaving this one out. We're leaving this one out. Keep moving. We're almost at the end here. We're getting there. Yeah, that one's not in the game. Now, what do we got here? Oh, it's the other Arkveld. It's the other Arkveld, like the Guardian one, or not the not Guardian, or whatever. So we're going to put him up in the S with the other Arkveld where he belongs, S tier. And now, this one might be hard to see with my black background here. This is the Gore Magala. How do you say it? Gore Magala? Correct? I believe. Now, this is not new, right? This was in something else. It was in another game. I think. Or I got it confused with the one that was in World. Yeah, the Gore Magala. The Gore Magala. Thank you. I don't think it was that cool. This was the one that I thought might be a hot take too. Because when I was fighting this one, the chat was like into it and, you know, was saying it was super dope. I don't know. I didn't know. It just kind of felt like a huge dark mass that hit like a truck. It was cool that it was blind. Yeah, this was the later game one. It was in 4 Ultimate. Okay. I don't know. This one didn't leave that much of an impact on me. Like, if you compare this one to the other big dragon type things or wyverns or whatever, right? Like the Arkveld or the Rey Dau, they're way cooler than this one. It was cool that he was blind. I like that his model was blind and that was kind of worked into the moves where he would like blast stuff out, but you could tell he was just like blindly doing it. I think that was cool. But other than that, man, I just didn't take away a lot from this guy. I don't know, man. He just kind of seemed like this. He carded me twice. He killed me twice. But it just felt like this big, huge, lumbering thing that would hit really hard. There were a few cool moves that were massive. But I don't know, man. I don't know. At least A? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm sorry. I gotta go with my gut, dude. I gotta go low B or high C, bro. I kind of go. I kind of want to put him in C. If you were a kid back when Ultimate came out, you'd love him, but I wasn't. That's the thing. Well, I probably was, but I didn't play it. Like, so I'm looking at it from this perspective in this game. Listen, you say I'm gonna be ripped apart by Monster Hunter community? Come and get me. I don't care. I don't care, bro. I'm gonna do this based on my gut. He's C. If I'm looking at the monsters within this game, he is C, bro. Everything that's above him in my list right now was cooler and more memorable within the parameters of Wilds. It's true. And you know what? The only reason he's even C is because he was at least one of the harder ones. If he was a pushover, like some of these other ones, I'd drop him down lower, dude. It just didn't stick with me. I don't know. It was okay. C. Now, the Rathian. We're familiar with Rathian. We fought a bunch of Rathians, right? In World and stuff. They're cool. I don't know. Rathian to me is like, I always get the Rathalos confused with the Rathian, but the Rathian is like the bigger, heavier one, you know? The Rathian always strikes me as just like the classic monster dragon thing from these games. You know, I do like it. It's another one kind of like the Anjanath, you know, where I fought so many of them in World and stuff that by the time I saw him here, it was still cool. I still think it's cool. I probably rated it pretty high in World. But it's just, you know, it's here again. I remember one standout, though. I remember coming across one, I think, in the forest. This might have been off stream even. But it was fighting one of the forest things. And all these waves, because it was when the forest was flooded. There's water on the ground. And the Rathian was stomping around, causing the waves that previously I had only seen with this next one we're going to talk about. But it was cool that the Rathian was causing little waves too. I don't know, man. I think it's tight. I think it's tight, dude. I just don't think it's anything new. I don't think it's... I kind of just want to put him in the B up there with the Rathalos. Rathian, Rathalos, they're kind of up there with me in the low B. Gore Magala is the 5th most popular monster of all time. Well, listen, dude. If they had some kind of cool introduction to him in Ultimate 4 or some shit, then sure. But I didn't play that. I'm just ranking what they did with him in this game. And I don't think I'm alone. If you haven't played those other games, you play this, he doesn't stand out among these very much, in my opinion. Okay? You go tell the community, you know, don't tell them to be mad, but you could just go tell them, you come tell me. That's fine. I can have my opinion. That's fine. I didn't hate it. Now, I was mixed on this one. This is the, how do you say this one? The U Duna. The Duthuna. U Duna. But are they raving about him in this game? Oh, well. That's my take. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna sit on it. Maybe I play the game more. I see him do cooler shit. I changed my mind. Right now, he's where he is. He's at the sea. So this, though, is the fish thingy. It's like, I do like this one. Is this a new one? I hope it's a new one. This one gets a boost if it's new. But this is the big old Leviathan fish thingy, man. It's like Nessie, and it would be flooding the forest, and it would do that move when it would go out into the water, which you couldn't go out there with it. You kind of just have to wait on land, and then it would like splash, like Free Willy, splash, and then there'd be a big wave. You got to get out of the way. That was cool. You could also pull the dam loose and hit him with the water, which I guess you could do with other monsters in this area too. That's just the first place I did it. I don't know. The only thing that this guy is lacking is the move variety. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. He would flop on you. But what else can a fish do, I guess? He would do the big wave thing and he would flop on me. And that pretty much felt like it. Back-to-back belly flops. So, I do love them having a water element. You know, I do. And I think it visually was cool. This big old water thing. But at the end of the day, I don't think it beats some of these other fights. I do like that it's different from these other ones, though. It's a, you know, it's a water one mainly, which I like. Freshy says low B. I kind of agree. And to be honest, I kind of even want to put it above the Gravios. Now, let me explain my reasoning, guys. I don't think this U Duna or whatever is like this crazy new revolutionary monster. But again, remember the perspective. I'm looking at this within the bounds of this game. And within this game, this is one of the more unique ones from its counterparts here. And it fits into the story in a big way with all the water and the flooding. And I think it's cool. I think it's a bigger part of Wilds than some of these other ones are. I think that's true. And I'm going to go mid B. I'm not even going to go low B. I'm going to go mid B. How do you feel about that? Now we're getting to the final one. It's the final one, you guys. Last but not least, the Zewoo. Now, the Zewoo only had one thing going against it. Okay? The Zewoo had one thing going against it. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess what it is? It's that the other one, what is it called again? It's that this, where is it? This guy. The Nu Udra is just better. That's the thing. That's the only thing that the Zoh Udra, or I mean the Rey Dau, I'm getting it all mixed up. What is it? Zaydu? Zaynu? Nay-Nu? What is it again? Fuck, type it in the chat. The only thing that the Zewoo, that's what it was. The only thing that this one's got going against it is that Nu Udra is way cooler. It's very similar. It's a black octopus thing, but it's like smaller. I do think it's cool that when it retreats or when you find it like hiding in its little thing, it's very octopus-like. If I'm remembering, it was this one, right? Where it's like you barely see the little tendrils hanging out, and then you attack it and it like, you know, tentacles out. It was very cool. But I don't know. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I mean, I don't not like it, but it paled in comparison to the Nu Udra. You know, it paled because they're both black tentacle octopus things. This one looks a little bit more alien than octopus, but I don't know, man. I don't think it's nowhere near this one. Nowhere near. So I think this one goes C. I'm going to put it above the Nerscylla, above the Bologna. I'll even get him up here. How about that? Kind of high, mid to high C. Mid to high C is where he goes. He changes the tentacles into weapons. Yeah, that is cool. I don't remember him turning them into anything other than stabby things at me, but it's still cool. You got me. But I don't know. It's not like a repeat. I don't know. I kind of just feel like maybe I'm, you know, off base here. And maybe the Zewoo has been around for a long time and they couldn't change it. But I just feel like if you're going to do Nu Udra that's got, you know, black tentacles and stuff, why do another tentacle one that's black? Make it like bright pink or something. I don't know. Do something different. It's just, to me, again, within the bubble of this game, it just kind of felt like a weaker Nu Udra to me. But not terrible. And it had some cool stuff, like we just said. High C. High C. High C. Not the best, not the worst. And with that, you guys, we've done it. We've done it. It actually took even longer than I expected. But there you go. That's every main monster from Monster Hunter Wilds ranked on just my personal favorites and least favorites. I wonder if your list would look similar or different than mine. Feel free to share it in the comments. Like the chat has pointed out, if you're so mad that I've got the Gore Magala down here, let us know in the comments about how wrong I am. Let us know if you agree. What did you think of Wilds in general? As I said, we just did the review. I gave it a 10 out of 10. I loved it. I loved it. And you know what? Looking at this list reminds me that I think the 10 out of 10 was totally warranted, because this is a really good spread, you guys. I would need to go back and look at our Monster Hunter World and Iceborne list to compare and contrast, but I do think we had a good number down here in the B and C in those games as well. So what the main takeaway here is, a lot of these higher ones are new to this game. New designs. Arkveld, Rey Dau, Nu Udra, Rompopolo. These are like amazing new designs that they gave us. And they're all up there in the S and the A rank. And a lot of the ones down here in the mid are ones I've seen before. So I really feel like this is a good spread. Really, a lot of these ones even are interchangeable. Like I could see people doing some of these A's up here in the S or vice versa. So really, you've got like these top 2 columns that are just really solid. Got a big chunk in the B and C for the mid-range, and really not that many stinkers. I don't think any go in F. If any did go in F, it would be this thing. It would be the Hirabami Salami. If any went in F, it would be that. I don't even hate it enough to put it there, but I'm just saying if anything did, that's where it would go. So in reality, I got nothing in F. And I think it's a good spread. I think they nailed it. 10 out of 10. Love the game. Game of the year so far. We'll see how the year unfolds. But there you go, guys. I'll file this alongside our other Monster Hunter tier lists. And with that said, I'm out of here, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do some more of that Wukong challenge mode. I didn't even think I was gonna. I thought I was just going to check it out today. But now I've got a grudge, and I just want to do a little bit more. I'm going to get one more day out of it. At least. Okay, at least one more day. And then tomorrow, maybe even in the Discord, I don't know, we'll see. But tomorrow, we will do some voting, some polls. What game we're going to do after we're tired of the Black Myth thing. We'll figure it out. Everybody have a good night. I will see you next time, same place, you guys. Don't forget to join the Discord. It is fun. You are the best, and I will see you tomorrow. Sherpa.